Hey YouTube, I'm back this time with beauty empties for the first time in the Denver house. We have been back in Denver for 4 months and I'm just now doing a beauty empty. So I think that moving forward, probably about every 3 months is really going to be like my happy place, I guess, with this, just because I'm not a minimalist when it comes to beauty, but I don't use up enough beauty products every single month, I think, to warrant a video. So yeah, I think every 3 months, like a seasonal beauty empties will probably be the play, but yeah, let's get into it. I don't normally do this, but what I'm gonna do is honestly, like, I have this like bucket that I keep my empties in, and I can't really fit them all on my desk here. I just kind of sit at a simple writing desk when I film, at least right now. But yeah, I'm just gonna like pull from the bucket and then we'll kind of like, we'll do that because yeah, I just can't fit everything on here. So I'm just going to be pulling from, so whatever order this comes out in, that's just the order we're gonna do today. So first things I do see though, actually, yeah, are these two contact solutions in BioTrue. I get these large bottles and I get boxes of 2 of them. These are 16 ounces, and yeah, BioTrue is my my brand of choice, especially being in a dry climate. They just work the best for my contacts here. And so yeah, BioTrue is where it's at. I get these from Costco. And honestly, my Costco membership is almost totally paid for just with contact solution because I save so much money getting these at Costco. So love this brand. It will continue to be my brand. So in the future, I'm open-minded to LASIK or some type of laser eye surgery. I don't know. I thought about it a couple years ago and then became pregnant. So then it was like no longer my priority for a while. But now I'm starting to think about it a little bit again. So we'll see in the future kind of how that pans out. But yeah, I do have it kind of like generally on my radar for the future. Okay, so now I'm also looking at a couple of face washes. These are both Clean and Clear Morning Burst. I have one in, I guess it doesn't say anymore, but yeah, this one is like an orange ginger, and this one kind of smells like cucumber melon. So yeah, I like these. Clean and Clear. It's not cruelty free. My makeup game, my beauty game is almost entirely cruelty free, but this is an exception. Just with face wash, I don't know. I just need it to be effective, and Clean and Clear is effective for me. So in general, my skin is low maintenance. I feel like lately I've kind of been chasing my tail with what is a breakout in my world. But yeah, in general, I really like Clean and Clear. It works for me. So yeah, I'm going to keep using it. I also have a, let's see, this is a deodorant. It does not say antiperspirant on it, but aluminum free Secret. This is in lavender. This is, as of right now, it's my brand of choice. I recently got into the like Yucca app, which scans items and just kind of tells you how clean it is based on additives. And so I may wind up switching away from Secret aluminum free just because there are cleaner brands I can get. But yeah, aluminum free and cruelty free is like how what I come to expect from my deodorant or antiperspirant. So we'll see. I mean, I like them for what it's worth, but because there are cleaner brands that the app recommends, I might wind up trying those cleaner brands in the future. So you will see a couple more of these from me. And then from that, who knows? Okay, I also see a couple of toothpaste. These are all in some form or another Sensodyne Advanced Whitening, Pronamel, Advanced Whitening. So also we get these from Costco. Several years ago, our dentist recommended Sensodyne, especially. It is more expensive, but she said it's worth the extra money. So yeah, it's the brand that we've been using for a long time. Again, we get these at Costco in packs of like 4 or 5. So like I said, between the contact solution and the toothpaste itself, more than pays for our membership at Costco. So love it. We'll continue to repurchase that. I am currently looking at a moisturizing cream that's actually for Wyatt. This is from Child's Farm. It is the Eczema Moisturizing Cream. It's fragrance free. So this is it. Wyatt has sensitive skin. My skin is not sensitive, but Jake's is. So he definitely inherited that from his daddy. But yeah, maybe that'll kind of level out when he's older. At least our pediatrician has said this to us. But for right now, his skin is pretty sensitive. When he was younger, he had more eczema breakouts. I feel like it's becoming less of a thing lately. But just for good measure, we still continue to use eczema moisturizing cream on him every night, but also during the day too. So anyway, always got this on hand on his changing table, and this is a good brand for us. It's comfortable for him, and we like it just with how clean it is. All right, speaking of lotion, I have used up a pink cooling body lotion in Mango. This is from the 60th day of 2024. This was on my bathroom sink, and I've been using it just kind of ad hoc. I got toward the end, so I just kind of like went with it and used it up. It's an aloe lotion, yeah, it definitely had that kind of texture to it. It was nice for after sun, I will say that. Not a repurchase for me per se, but it's not like I would not recommend it either. So it was fine, but I prefer like a normal traditional lotion over aloe lotions just in general. Okay, I also see a shampoo. This is the Paul Mitchell Shampoo 2. It's a clarifying shampoo. It smells like fresh lemons. I like it. So something that really surprised me, speaking of the Yucca app, is that Paul Mitchell does not scan well, like in terms of like being clean. I was really surprised by that because it's a salon brand. I guess I just like had it in my mind that it would inherently be cleaner than other things, but it's really not. So even with that said, I anticipate in the future that I'll honestly continue to use Shampoo 2 from time to time just because I do enjoy using it. But yeah, I'm also open-minded to other clarifying shampoos that are cleaner. So yeah, I would recommend it still just in general. It is cruelty-free. I love the scent of it. So still. Okay, speaking of the shower, I also used up a Dove Glow, let's see, what is this called? Just a body wash. This is in the scent Mango and Almond Butter. I picked this up at the beginning of summer because like pre-SAS, I just kind of like randomly needed some body wash. And yeah, I decided to try this just because I had spent so many years really only using Bath & Body Works. I wanted to try something different and it was nice. So I wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase this, but I would pick it up again ultimately. So would recommend it. It felt nice. It didn't like suds up so much like Bath & Body Works did, but I mean really it's like a moisturizing body wash, so it would have that kind of texture anyway. So would recommend. It was nice to use. All right, I also for the shower used up a scrub from Tree Hut. This is in Rainbow Sherbet. I found this at my grocery store, and yeah, I mean it smells very synthetic. But I mean so is sherbet, so like whatever. But yeah, it just smells like a really fruity, kind of zippy, zesty sherbet, and yeah, it was nice. It was fun. I have gone off of using scrubs a little bit. Like I'll still pick them up if I can find them for cheap, but this is the only scrub I've had really this summer, I think. And yeah, like it's fun to use, but I'm finding again, like in my desire to own less stuff, scrubs have kind of become in large part a casualty to that. Like for a long time, I just always had scrubs because in my mind, I just always wanted scrubs. But now that I haven't had them, I'm kind of okay with it. So again, if I can find them for cheap, I will use them because they're fun to use, but they're definitely not necessary. So fun if you like to have scrubs all the time. I would ultimately recommend Tree Hut, especially if you want a coarse scrub. But for me personally, again, like I'll totally pick it up again if I can find it for cheap, but I'm not going to go out of my way to spend like $10 or whatever just on a scrub. So, All right. I also actually this our au pair used this up. It looks a little bit weird. This is a hand soap that I purchased from Home Goods like a year ago. The scent is Haunted Berry, and yeah, I mean it's like a kid soap, clearly. But yeah, it kind of just smells like cherry, blueberry, strawberry hand soap. So I bought it because last year for Halloween, I had some of our family from Australia come over because they had never celebrated Halloween before because it's like not such a thing over there. So yeah, like I had a couple young nephews come over and I put this in the bathroom that they were going to use just to like get in the spirit and have some fun. So they used this up and then eventually our au pair used it up in her bathroom as well. So I wouldn't necessarily repurchase this. It took us a really long time, which like is fine. But I do like to have variety in my hand soaps. So, I mean, fun to use up, but I'm not like dying over it. And I don't know, something in here is wet and gross. So, ugh. Okay, next thing I pulled out is this pink body mist. This is Fresh and Clean. This is my favorite out of the like kind of, I guess, core pink line that they have. It says sweet apple, fresh tangerine, and sea spray. Even though it's my favorite, I am kind of in a phase where I'm a little bit over it. So it's nice. It is worth the money if you can get these on sale for sure. But I personally am okay with this for quite a while. Like I have so much fine fragrance like stuff to use up that I could go literal years, like probably 5 or 6 years without buying anything. So yeah, I'm good. Would recommend it still. It's nice. But it'll be a long time before you see this in my empties again. All right, next is a Alba Botanica box of Acne Dope pimple patches. I like these. I feel like I can really only notice a difference if such and such blemish has already broken skin. It just kind of sucks everything out. But yeah, I bought these a long time ago. I'll continue to purchase these because I do feel like they're effective. But again, really for me, it's only noticeable once that zit or whatever has broken skin. But still, I like it. All right, next I see a setting spray from Morphe. This is the Morphe Jumbo Continuous Setting Spray Mist. I like this. It's an aerosol. It goes on really nice and evenly. Setting mist has honestly also though become a casualty of me wanting to own less stuff. So I feel like I do notice a little bit of a difference when I don't use this, but not so much that I feel like I just like cannot go on without it. So again, perhaps in the distant future, you'll see this from me again because I feel like ultimately it is noticeable not to have it, but I'm okay. I'm all right. So it's not scented, but I feel like everything still has some kind of scent. And I feel like the scent, even though it's unscented, is still nice. Again, it's continuous. It's an aerosol, so it goes on really like nicely and evenly. So ultimately, if you are a setting spray person, I would recommend it. But yeah, that's it. Okay, next I have a hairspray. This is from Tresemme. It is the Extra Hold Hairspray. It says Lock in Moisture, Lock Out Frizz. I go through hairspray really slowly, which is why I have a relatively small can of it. This lasted me probably like a year or two, just because I really only put hairspray in if I'm curling my hair or if I'm putting it up and I want it to be sleek. So yeah, it takes me a really long time to use this. So I liked it, would recommend, would repurchase. The next thing this is actually a declutter. This is not an empty. This is from Paul Mitchell. This is gloss drops. I want to like gloss drops. I want to say that I enjoy using it, but even with having thick hair, with having a lot of hair, with having pretty low maintenance hair, this really just weighs my hair down and makes it greasy. And so like maybe I imagine for some people this is effective and nice and makes your hair shiny, but first of all, I don't really feel like I have that much of an issue with like dull hair. But second of all, yeah, it just weighs it down. So I wish I liked it. I just don't. So I'm going to declutter it. All right, next I have a travel size or trial size of Degree Advanced 72 Hours Motion Sense. This is Dry Spray and Cool Rush. This is technically a men's antiperspirant, or like marketed toward men. I think I just got it randomly in a swag bag at a trade show that I went to back in the spring. And so again, in my effort to just use up what I've got and appreciate what I have and get rid of stuff, I went ahead and used it. So it was fine for what it was worth. It definitely had like a masculine scent to it for sure. So I wouldn't like buy this for myself. But yeah, it was fine. So whatever, it worked. All right, I also have a couple of, there's like a dead fly in here that's like grossing me out. I'm trying not to touch it. I have a couple of EOS lip balms. This one was like a mango flavor. I had a coconut flavor, and then this was like a mixed berry. So I am very much so a lip balm person. I will always have lip balm. I hate the feeling of dry lips. It just like grosses me out, and it also it's just uncomfortable to me. Oh, it says the flavors here. Sorry. Mango nectar, fresh coconut, and what's that last one? Hold on. It's like rolling all over the place. Oh, acai blackberry. So whatever. Anyway, yeah, they were nice to use. I have a couple left, but like I said, cruelty-free, feels good. The texture is nice and like medium in terms of it being moisturizing, like not too dry, but also not really wet either. So yeah, I am definitely a lip balm girly. I will always have lip balm going. In fact, I typically have 2 going at any given point. I have one in my purse and one in my bathroom. Oh, and I guess also one in the kitchen downstairs. So anyway, you'll always see them from me no matter what. I love them. Okay, oh, another declutter I have. These are also from a swag bag that I had from a trade show I went to back in April in Wichita, which is my hometown, by the way. This is the Chi Infra Silk Infusion. It's also like kind of similar to like gloss drops, I would say. Same kind of thing. Like I can appreciate it, but it just weighed my hair down, so I'm not going to use it. Okay, oh, I have another EOS lip balm. This one is vanilla bean. So again, fine, nice, cruelty-free, felt nice. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I have, oh, a travel size of BioTrue. You guys know that, again, that is my brand of choice. Love it. I used up a blush, like totally used up. It's totally gone. I've had this blush for a couple of years. I am sorry. I don't know what is up with, anyway. Okay, so it says primer infused blush base, always cheeky. It was kind of like a peachy color, like kind of orangey, bronzy, great for summer. And I say that like having used it every day, pretty much every day for like a couple of years. Blush just takes me a really long time to use. I picked up another e.l.f. blush because I enjoy the formula of it. It's a powder, by the way. It's in a pink color that like a little bit goes a really long way with this pink. So it'll take me a long time to use up. It'll be like years before you see it, but I imagine it'll be totally empty in my empties again. So that is it. Speaking of makeup, I also have this CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless foundation. This was a cream. It was one where like you open here and like the product was in here, and then down below you open it almost like a compact, and it has like this kind of sponge. It was nice, good to try out. I've used Simply Ageless in the past and enjoyed it, so yeah, this was that. Okay, I also have a concealer from Morphe. This is the Morphe Filter Effect Concealer. This is like my everyday concealer if I'm using concealer that day. I get mine in Light 8, repurchase. I love it. And in fact, it's actually more common for me to just use concealer rather than foundation every day. Like I really don't use both, at least like not really. Okay, I have a mini perfume. This is from Victoria's Secret. It's Magnolia Bare. I don't even think you can get this anymore. I'm so out of the loop with Victoria's Secret because I don't work there anymore and haven't for quite a while. So yeah, Bare Magnolia. It smelled just like Bare. Like if you like Bare, it's kind of like a powdery vanilla, but there was a bit of a floral here too with the magnolia aspect of it. So I mean, I liked it, not a repurchase though. And in fact, like I said, I'm pretty sure you can't buy it anymore anyway. I have a lipstick that is like kind of halfway used. This is it from Ulta? The Ulta brand. No, it's from e.l.f. The color is Taffy. And yeah, I just got to a point where, number one, like this was getting so broken that the lid wouldn't stay on anymore, and I didn't want it spilling my purse. You can see that it's mostly used. But yeah, it was kind of like a summery pink color. I just decided over time though that it's just a little bit too orange for me, and I just like stopped enjoying using it. However, it felt nice, went on well. The color payoff was really good. So yeah. All right, last couple of things. I also have this Super Goop, let's see, what is it actually called? A Resetting 100% Mineral Powder. This is a powder sunscreen. I like this for my face. In fact, I have repurchased it. So like you take off the cap, push this down, and then like there's powder here. And yeah, you just kind of brush it all over your face or wherever you want it. I like powder for my face for sunscreen because try as I might with like any brand of cream or spray or whatever for my face, I find that it just kind of like melts into my contacts and makes them cloudy and irritates them and whatever. So I love a powder for my face. I never have an issue with this in my contacts. So it is pricey, but it is worth it. I would totally recommend it. All right, and the last bit is a mascara and primer duo. This is the mascara and primer I always use. It's CoverGirl Lash Blast. So this is the Amplify Primer and the Clump Crusher Mascara. So these are my everyday. I don't change my mascara with the seasons. I don't change it on the day-to-day. Like this is literally just what I use all the time. I would totally recommend it. It is noticeable to have the primer versus to not have it. So I would use both of these. Or I would recommend both of these to anyone. So love it. Anyway, that is it for my beauty empties for the last 4 months. Hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can imagine that I'll be back with another empties like maybe like in December or so. But in the meantime, I will always have plenty of other content going on. So if you're new, thank you for sticking around and watching it. If you're returning, thank you for supporting my channel. So as always, hope y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Lifting and Lipstick. I'll put that down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.